ICMP version 4 resides at the network layer of the OSI model. It is an integral part of IP, meaning that IP protocol needs ICMP to function. There is no data exchange, and it is only used for error reporting. Since IP does not have an inbuilt mechanism to send error and control messages, it needs ICMP to provide this control. So ICMP is used for reporting errors and doing some queries. It is a supporting protocol used by mainly all the devices on the network, such as routers. Let us here discover the ICMPv4 header. It has type field, code field, and a checksum field. Each is 8 bits and the checksum field is 16 bits. Under that, there is a field for header data. The IPv4 header is attached, and the first 8 bytes of the original message or original datagram is attached as well. ICMPv4 messages can be separated into error reporting messages and query messages. Error reporting messages such as destination host or destination unreachable, which is type 3, the most important type of messages on the network. Source quench messages, time exceeded messages, parameter problem messages, and redirection messages. So destination unreachable messages are generated by the host or its inbound gateway to inform the client that the destination is unreachable for some reason. It might be a link failure, hardware failure, or a port failure. Source quench messages are requests to manipulate the traffic in terms of decreasing the traffic rate that the host is sending in order not to overwhelm the destination. This will as well help us avoid congested networks. When some fragments are lost in a network, then the holding fragment by the router will be dropped. The ICMP will take the source IP of the discarded packet and inform the source of the discarded datagram by sending type exceeded message. Whenever packets come to the router, the calculated header checksum should be equal to the received header checksum. In this case, the packet is accepted, else if there is a mismatch, the packet will be dropped by the router. Source is informed by that by the parameter problem message. Redirect requests are messages that inform a host that there is an update in the routing, a routing that is more efficient for the data to reach a host. If a host is sending data through 2 routers to reach a destination and the host can, for example, send the data directly to one router instead of 2 routers, then redirection messages are used in this case to optimize the connection. As for the query messages, in a nutshell, I can say that the echo messages are used by the famous ping tool. Now let's go to Wireshark and explore the ICMPv4 message. I have opened here a sample file. Don't worry, I will attach all the files within the resources of the course. In this file, I will go to the display filter and type ICMP and press enter. As you can see here, we have the ICMP messages and the information is echo reply. So just press on any of these frames and go down here to the Internet Control Message Protocol, expand that, and you will see the fields that we've just discussed. The type, which is 1 byte or 8 bits, the code, which is again 1 byte or 8 bits, and the checksum, and now below we have the data. So now we'll open another file that has different kind of information. I have opened this file which has ICMP messages, and the information here is time to live exceeded. So you press on that frame and go below here. The same fields exist in this frame, but the content is different. As we said, the ICMP packet will include the IP header. If you expand that, you will see the IP header, which is similar to this one, it's the same, and the first 8 bytes of the protocol or UDP protocol. As you can see here, the size of this UDP protocol here is 8 bytes. If you collapse that, this comprises the ICMP message protocol data.